All right, this is episode 4 on this Cali 5.3 that we are turning into a 427. We got it in a surfacer, so we're gonna get it decked, hang loose, and we'll get into it. All right, so, and I'll link the video in the description, but we've already set it up and went over the Bhj fixture and indicated it in and all that stuff, so I'm not gonna do that again. But if you want to see all that, I'll link it in the description. But when I made the counterbores for the sleeves, I left them proud a little bit. I think they were like 10 or 12 thousandths sticking up. So we indicated it in, and the block is pretty good front to back. I mean, it's a little bit out, but it's high on this side about 8 thousandths. So the block is a little wonky, and I didn't check the other side yet, but I'm sure it's probably the same way because it's been decked, and I can only assume that they just went off of what was there and they didn't use a fixture to center it. So, and some people, and I probably shouldn't get into that, but I'll say it while we're talking about the Bhj fixture and that stuff, and it'll make sense with the linked video about how the Bhj fixture works. But just like this deal, the block was a little bit twisted, probably from the sleeve installation. And then, as we can see, this deck is not perfectly flat with the Bhj fixture. So, you know, if you don't have, especially now that this one's kind of twisted up from the sleeve installation, if you don't have some kind of master reference point, you know, then what do you indicate off of? I mean, we just gotta go with what's there and kind of find a happy medium. But when you know, like we're sitting on the mains, so it doesn't matter if it's this way or this way. We're not trying to what's the word, like, you know, just average it. You know, we know the bar is straight, we know the Bhj fixture is in line with the cam crank, so that's our master reference, and we're just going to bring everything off of that, so we know that, you know, we've got something that we can call zero and reference from. So anyway, so I've already touched off on it, so we're just going to get right into surfacing, and we'll get this one side done on camera, and then we'll roll it over and do the other side off camera. Oh, here it's touching. So once we get the sleeves down flush with the aluminum, we'll measure, because again, the Bhj plate is a master gauge also, so we can measure from the Bhj plate to the deck and know what our deck height is from the crankshaft center line to here. And then once we establish that number, then we can, you know, do the same thing on the other side. So that was just a real light cut, and you can see like there, it didn't touch right there, and it didn't touch right there, but it got these two. So, but like I say, it was only like a couple of thousandths cut, and the block is like this, so these two not hitting makes sense. All right, we'll keep whacking. Alright, so that side's done. It looks real nice. I'm gonna roll it over and I probably don't cut the other side on camera, but I'm gonna roll it over and indicate the other side in and just see how bad it is compared to this side. Yeah, I just want to make sure, because you know all this is still new, and we indicated this system in, so we just cut this deck, and I mean it's a zero within a couple of tenths after we cut it. So yeah, I'm satisfied with that. So we'll get this out of the way, and then we're gonna roll this thing over. Three-quarter at. All right. So let's see what the deck looks like. So that's about 7. And the other side was about 9. This side's about 7. So let's see what it looks like down the line. So we are 3 high down here, so this side was high too, so that kind of correlates. And let's see. Yeah, it's high on this side, and this one was high on this side, so the block was rolled this way when it was decked, so it was a little bit this way on both sides when it was cut originally, I would assume, because both sides are high here and they're pretty close. This one was like 9 and this side's like 7, so that makes sense. And I think we're going to go ahead and cut this surface too. Just while we're here, we'll just go ahead and square everything. So alright, so I ain't gonna film all that, but that way you can see, you know, how the fixture's helping us establish, you know, some kind of 0 point. So that's going to conclude this episode. As soon as I get this decked, it'll be ready to bore, and then we'll hone it. And I hope we're gonna get this thing knocked out here pretty quick now, anyway. So. Be looking for the next episode. We thanks so much. We'll see you on the next one.